Geek Culture 101, your home for all things geek, where passion drives us every day of the week. From gaming quests to tech's next best, we're diving deep into a geek's best. Movies, anime, and pop culture dreams, we're the geeks who live in wild extremes. From gaming nights to sci-fi streams, Geek Culture 101, where we're proud to dream.
Welcome back to Geek Culture 101, your home for all things geek. Today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind, something I think many of us have noticed in the gaming world. I'm talking about the state of innovation in the video game industry. If we look back at the history of gaming, there was a time when innovation was king. Developers were constantly pushing boundaries, whether through groundbreaking graphics, complex storytelling, or innovative gameplay mechanics. Games like The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time and Final Fantasy VII weren't just fun, they were revolutionary. They set new standards and created experiences that stayed with us long after we put the controller down. But lately it seems like the focus has shifted. Today, many developers are prioritizing making games that are fun and accessible for everyone above all else. Don't get me wrong, fun and accessibility are crucial. But when they become the sole focus, we start to lose the creativity and daring that once defined the industry. Now, it's important to acknowledge that there are still companies out there that are willing to try new things. Take Nintendo, for example. They've always been known for their willingness to experiment with new technology and gameplay concepts. The Wii's motion controls, the Switch's hybrid design, which I love. These are prime examples of a company that isn't afraid to innovate. However, while Nintendo excels in technological creativity, they often come up short in other areas. Graphically, their games and hardware don't always hold up with the competition. And when it comes to the maturity of their content, many of their games, while fun and imaginative, don't always push the boundaries in that way that some of us might hope. Nintendo still is willing to innovate, but there's a need for them and for the entire industry to push all boundaries, not just in gameplay mechanics or hardware design, but in graphics, storytelling, and the maturity of content as well. We need brands that are truly willing to be creative in every aspect, not just these select areas. One of the most troubling trends in the industry is the decline of new intellectual properties, aka IPs, and fresh ideas. Many studios seem content to play it safe, relying on established franchises rather than taking risks with new concepts. This resilience on familiar brands creates a sense of stagnation, where we see the same formulas repeated with only minor variations. And let's talk about how most of the biggest hits these days fall into one of three categories: sequels, remasters, or remakes. While these can be fun and nostalgic, they also hurt creativity. When the industry relies so heavily on what's already been done, it can feel a little, well, already been there, done that kind of thing. We're seeing fewer truly innovative games because developers are sticking to what's safe and familiar rather than exploring new ideas and narratives. As game designer Amy Hennig, known for her work on the Uncharted series, once said, "There's kind of a paralysis that can happen when you're trying to do something new, something risky. The stakes are high and the industry trends tend to lean on what's proven to work, often at the expense of creativity." Similarly, journalist Jason Schreier has pointed out the focus on big budget sequels and established franchises that led to sort of a creativity conservatism. It's easier to greenlight the next installment of a successful series than to take a chance on something untested. These voices echo what many of us have felt, that the industry is stuck in a loop, repeating the same ideas because they're safe and profitable rather than pushing the boundaries of what games can be. This lack of innovation extends to storytelling as well. When video games have a unique ability to immerse players in narratives, offering experiences that no other medium can provide. Yet, we often see the stories that play it safe, simple plots designed to appeal to a wide audience as possible. The result? Games that are enjoyable, but are memorable or groundbreaking, they are not. As Hennig also mentioned, games are a powerful medium for storytelling, but we're not always taking full advantage of that power. The drive to appeal to everyone can sometimes dilute the narrative, making it less impactful. And this just isn't happening in video games alone. The film industry is facing similar challenges, with a heavy reliance on sequels, remakes, reboots instead of original stories. It's a trend that spans multi forms of entertainment, and it's something that we as consumers need to be aware of. So what can we do? How can we bring innovation back to the forefront? It starts with us, the gamers. We need to support developers who are willing to take those risks, who are dedicated to creating something new and exciting. We need to step out of our comfort zone and explore games that challenge us and offer something completely different. Developers too need to be brave enough to invest in new ideas and stories. As Schreier said, we need more creators who are willing to take those creative risks, even if it means stepping into the unknown. It's time to push the boundaries once again, to create games that are not just fun and accessible, but also innovative, graphically stunning, and narratively rich. The video game industry, I believe, is at a crossroads. We can continue down the path of safety and accessibility, or we can choose to prioritize innovation and creativity once more. The choice is ours, both as players and creators. Let's choose wisely. Well, guys, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this topic. Do you think the industry has become less innovative, or are there still areas where you see creativity thriving? Drop your comments below and let's discuss it. And if you enjoyed this talk, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Geek Culture 101 for more content on all things geek. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya.